Welcome to Tech It Yourself, how-to for the end-user geek and not-so-geek. I'm Rebecca McRain, Training Manager at Links Technology Development. This TIY episode teaches how to use tracking links, access codes, and discount codes inside of your Eventbrite account. To follow along, you will need a free Eventbrite account and an upcoming event that has already been created with tickets. Let's get started by logging in. Hover over your name in the upper right-hand corner and select Manage Events. You'll see a list of your events, and I'm going to work with my super duper DIY training event. This is a real event. It's actually November 1st for this go around, and we take a half an hour and answer questions live on the fly, as well as questions that are submitted to individuals when they register. We charge a small fee for the general public, but then we also have various referral partners or marketing partners that help us. So let's click Manage. Now I have 3 of my marketers that are able to refer people to the full price ticket. So they need unique tracking URLs. And then I have 19 individuals, 19 marketers that are able to give their guest $1 off. So they need a discount code based upon a dollar amount, and it's for a specific ticket. And then I have 11 marketers that can give a 50% discount off of the paid ticket, but that's a percentage and not a dollar amount. And then I have several marketers, and I add to these marketers as momentum, I guess, builds, because these are individuals who actually have their own unique ticket type created for their guest to use to access the event. First, let's take care of the tracking links. On the Manage tab, Invite and Promote. In that section there, you're going to choose Tracking Links and enter the code in the name of your tracking link box. Whatever that code is that you like to use, I'm going to use their first name. This automatically updates the boxes under the Send this link to your affiliates. Click Create. And then I'm going to repeat this for my other 2 marketers using tracking links. And last one. Now before I click the Create button, I want you to take a look at the Send this link to your affiliates area here. We have this URL, the base part of the URL that is just generic. Anybody goes to that, they get the big, no tracking, no nothing. That's your base URL for the event. And you set that in a different area. But the part after, the / AFF equals, and then your code, that part, you can get really smart with it. And that's why I said, keep track of those codes, because you can use those as fields in your CRM to automatically send out tracking links to your marketing partners or to your vendors or to whoever it is that's helping you promote your event. It's pretty nifty. All right, so there we have that. Good deal. Now you can also, once you have your tracking links created, you can run an attendee report. You can copy the link if you need to send it to somebody manually. And of course, you can delete a link if someone decides that they're no longer going to help promote your event. So let's get those $1 off codes taken care of. So same tab, Manage, Invite and Promote, but now we're going to choose Discount and Access Codes. Select the New Code Box button, and I only want these codes to work for this event, but you could make them work for multiple events if you like. A $1 off code is the code at discounts, and it is only applied to a specific event. So code at discounts. Select specific tickets from the current event. And I could search for tickets or just scroll. I don't have a lot of tickets, so I'm just going to scroll. Click Continue, and I'm going to upload a .txt file with my codes. Locate it there. I'm going to make sure that I have 1 code per line and that each code is immediately followed by a comma. enter the dollar amount for the discount amount, and there's no limit to how many times this particular code or set of codes can be used, but if you wanted to, you could limit it. You could say maybe the first 5 people or 20 people or whatever if you wanted to restrict it in some fashion. And then the code starts working. I want it to start working now. Of course, you could set a future date. You could make it be a countdown. So maybe, so many days or hours before the event, you could make this special code work then. And then the same thing under when it ends. I generally just let it go until the sales end, unless I'm doing a special promotion, and then I might put a specific date in there so that we have that all good. And click continue. Review the information, save and finish. And you have your codes already put in, nice and orderly like. So from the same tab, manage, invite and promote, discount and access codes, we're going to take care of our % off. So this event only, code at discount, select specific tickets. We're going to find our public ticket again. And this time I'm going to upload my .txt file for the individuals that have the 50% off code. Type in the percentage, how many uses, again unlimited, starts now when sales end, continue and finish, review it, looks good, save and finish. So now all of my codes are there. You can see them mixed in. We have % off and dollar amounts off. You can sort by name. And then in those drop downs, you have the ability to individually change the configuration of a single code, as well as change which tickets are associated with the code, and also get a shareable link. So this gets back into that naming convention again. So the shareable link, when it's a discount code, you have your base part of the URL that's generic, and then you have the appended part. The question mark discount equals whatever your code was. Again, you can be a little discerning with how you use your conventions, and you can make this real easy to integrate with whatever CRM you use to send people their credentials. So we've got the dollar off, the tracking, and the 50%. Let's go ahead and take care of those with their own unique ticket type. And this is a feature that I use for all of my multi-vendor events that I host. It makes tracking guests by referral amazingly simple. And as soon as a vendor registers for the show or the expo, I set this up for them. So it doesn't take a lot of extra time. So same tab, manage, invite and promote, discount and access codes, new code, this event only, coded access to hidden tickets. And then select specific tickets from the current event. These types of tickets are set up ahead of time, and each individual has their own ticket if they have the ability to market the event this way. So the vendors have the ability to do this. What's really nice is that by doing this, I can find their ticket. There's Bob's ticket. I put in his code. And now anytime that somebody comes to my master event on Eventbrite and they enter in Bob for access to the tickets, they get a free ticket. That's how this one is set up. It doesn't cost me anything to do this. And all of my vendors and all of my marketers and all of my promoters are promoting my Eventbrite event. So that's building my brand recognition. So it's pretty cool. So click continue and click save and finish. There's a little note there about some restrictions that can apply. So save and finish. I'm going to go ahead and repeat this for my other marketers who have their own ticket type. There's Paul's. And continue. Get the last one in there for Rebecca. Finish and save. There we go. And that is how you tech it yourself. So if you found this information helpful, please be sure to share it with your friends, and remember to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter for more information just like this. I'm Rebecca McGrain, Training Manager at Lynx Technology Development.